All right, so Scorpio, let's go ahead and get into your reading. The overall energy I have for you for the month is death, but this is a good thing. This is rebirth. This is victory over life, victory over illusions, victory over what you thought was real. This is fantastic. I love this energy. A lot of people get scared of this card. I love the death card because it represents new beginnings. Lots and lots of new beginnings, seeing things from a different point of view, um, allowing the old ways which no longer serve us to just kind of fall away. And I love it. The angel message card I pulled for you was Daydream. And it says, you will more easily hear and receive our messages if you daydream regularly. Relax and open your mind to receiving without directing your thoughts. Just notice any feelings, visions, or ideas as if you were watching a movie. This is the seat of creativity. So, law of attraction. What do you want? You've got all these new beginnings happening your way, or this new beginning being offered to you. What do you want? I strongly encourage you to meditate. It's very important. Those of you who have worked with me know that that's all I preach during our sessions. Not all I preach, but I preach it. It's very important for you right now to visualize, to materialize. So maybe spend the month of the month of July doing that, so that you can manifest new things to come into your life. I did receive these really cute little angel message cards. They came into my life this past week, and I absolutely love them. And for you, I pulled protection. I pulled one for every sign, and I pulled protection. Which doesn't surprise me with all this massive change that's going around you, but it says, you are safe, do not fear, we are with you always and surround you always with our invisible wings of light. So just a nice little reminder there from your team and from your guides and angels that you are absolutely not alone on this journey. Not at all. I do feel, before I get into this main spread here, which just keep in mind, this is a general reading. Take what resonates with you, leave what doesn't, always. I did shorten this as well because I'm going to do something a little bit different at the end. But I do feel before I get into this, I want to talk to you about some of the things that I'm feeling. Scorpio, I definitely feel like this month you really need to tune into your intuitive nudges and the psychic. I just feel very strongly like you're very much receiving psychic guidance. You're very much receiving intuitive guidance. It's very strong with you at the moment, and it needs to be respected and listened to. It's actually how you're going to be able to take some sort of what I feel like is a leadership or leading towards this new beginning. It's like you're going to get clarity through that intuitive guidance, through those intuitive nudges and that psychic information. I just also heard pay attention to your dreams. So that's definitely a message for somebody. And I also feel a need to mention clairaudience as well, which is, hearing messages through music. I feel like I've said this for all the water signs this month. Clairaudience is hearing messages through music, hearing the same message from multiple people, even strangers, or those repetitive ideas or thoughts in the mind. Where you're hearing, that loving guidance that's going on inside the mind. Like I really feel like I want to tell you to pay attention to it. It's a gift from the universe. It's literally like a gift from God telling you like this is where you need to go. This is where I'm nudging you. So please listen. And I also feel like I want to tell you that it's like really time for you to, if you have a hard time following your intuition, or I feel like it's important for you to get some, to clear your space, to clear, saging is really important. Removing yourself from negative energy, negative situations. It's important for you this month. And I apologize, I'm just listening. I am clairaudient as well, so I do hear, I'm clairvoyant, which means I receive signs and symbols while I'm doing these sessions. So sometimes it takes me a second to figure out what's being said to me. So thank you for your patience on that. Yeah. Okay. All right. So I want to talk to you about your patience this month, Scorpio. Just being patient, not letting your mind run away from you. I also feel like I need to mention allowing yourself to let go of any kind of desired outcomes so that you can get what you want. Yeah, taming the ego, taming the mind, having the strength to tame that inner beast. You don't have to know exactly where you're going or how everything's going to happen in order to take the first step. Okay? So just have patience, accept that everything happens in divine timing and divine order, and don't let fear overtake you. You're safe. You're protected as these life changes come about. Very much protected. I definitely feel like I also want to talk to you about not perceiving lack or not focusing on what it is that you don't have, or, don't focus on what it is that you don't want. Focus on what it is that you want. And take the opportunity. Take the opportunity that the universe is trying to provide to you right now. You have to move past your attachments. I also feel like I want to mention some sort of addiction that needs to be overcome as well. Having enough pride in yourself to know that you are worthy of this new beginning. Seeing the opportunity that you're being given. The devil's not a bad card. It's just shining. It's the parts of us that need to be illuminated, right? Codependency, addictions, feeling chained to something, not being free. I feel like this needs to be moved upon. You need to trust your indecision this month. It's going to lead you to happiness. You can trust your heart, Scorpio. You can trust your heart. Quit overanalyzing so much. That's what I feel like I want to say. It's interesting. I kind of feel like I'm a little bit in like an air sign reading or something, because there's so much overanalyzing going on. You can trust your intuition. Your indecision is just coming from you overthinking too much. Yeah, it's how you're going to achieve this rebirth. Your judgment day. The sun is the outcome on this. But you got to put in the work. You got to put in the work, and you got to use your emotional guidance scale as well. When it feels good, that means you're in alignment. When it doesn't feel good, you're not in alignment. For those of you who are wanting to shift careers, I definitely feel like that's a message for you as well. If you're feeling like you want to move towards something else, go for it. This rebirth energy, again, putting in the work. I even hear the word soul purpose or life mission. So if you're being guided to start some sort of like spiritual practice or light working thing or just serving, I want to tell you to go for it. It's definitely going to serve you. You have to follow your passion. You have to follow your passion. You have to trust that your inner voice is guiding you correctly. I feel like something like once you follow your passion and you just really trust and you get past your attachment to something really cool is going to happen for you. Yeah, trusting is a big one for you this month. But it's going to lead you to this. Following your passion, you become a master manifester, the magician. You have to trust this month. This is an amazing energy for you. Daydreaming, death, rebirth, the sun, the Empress. I mean, my goodness, this is fantastic. Trust your inner voice. Trust those signs. Trust those synchronicities. Work on your solar plexus chakra, self-esteem, willpower. It's how you're going to move forward. You have everything it takes. You have everything it takes. Yeah, for a new beginning. It might feel slow at first. This is a page. It might feel slow at first, but it's leading you towards a new beginning in a very practical way, an abundance in a very practical way. I love that. So really, just to kind of recap, allow this rebirth to happen. Daydream. What do you want? Listen to your psychic intuition, your gifts, your intuitive nudges this month. Tame that ego. Move past the attachment so that you can be reborn again. Put in the work, become the magician, and move forward. Big, big messages for you there. I love that. So I'm also going to pull an Ascended Masters card for you. And I will be reading the description from the guidebook as well. Oh, gotta love the practical advice here. I got yoga. Some of you guys might actually be starting yoga studios or being guided to do that for a living. I would say go for it. Absolutely go for it. For those of you who have never done yoga before, highly, highly recommend. You don't have to know all the crazy poses. There's some simple poses to do, but I can find this here. All right. It says, Babaji and the other Ascended Masters guide you to do yoga regularly. Yoga's benefits are one of the answers to your question. Through yoga, you will gain increased clarity, energy, flexibility, toning, and psychic awareness. You may also meet wonderful new friends and have fun at yoga classes. Yoga is an ancient tradition among spiritual practitioners because of these many esoteric and material benefits. Don't delay, do some yoga today. Additional meanings for this card. Stretch often. Practice breath work today by taking in full inhalations and exhalations. Teach yoga or invite others to participate with you in yoga. And watch a yoga video or take a yoga class. So, Babaji is a beloved yogi who is known as the deathless avatar. He learned to overcome all of his physical limitations. Many believe that he ascended with his physical body, which may account for the various sightings of a solid living Babaji that people have reported. Babaji encouraged Paramahansa Yoga Ananda to teach yoga to the Western world as a way of spreading enlightenment. So my apologies if I did not pronounce that correctly. But yeah, very cool. All right, I'm also going to pull 3 cards from the Magical Mermaids and Dolphin deck by Doreen Virtue. For those of you who have been following me, you know that I absolutely love the practical messages on these cards. And I do want to say, again, thank you for allowing me to listen sometimes. My clairaudience, I do have to decipher messages. I don't just use the cards during my readings. Okay. A New Dawn, the first card. This goes in so beautifully with this. It ties in so beautifully with the Death card. A New Dawn. The worst is now behind you and positive new experiences are on the horizon. Yes, yes. The Magician. The worst is now behind you and positive new experiences are on the horizon. Manifest, manifest, manifest. Put in the work. The second card I have for you is Helpful Person. Someone wants to help you. Think of whom that might be and initiate contact. I definitely feel like this has to do with work. So, or, you know, some sort of movement forward for sure. But I definitely, as soon as I pulled this, it felt like work, abundance, opportunity, something like that. Third one I have for you is Break Free. Try different ventures and experiences as a new way to grow and learn. Yes, break free. Break free from the chains. Allow yourself to be illuminated. Face your fears. And don't be so stubborn. Allow yourself the ability to receive right now from the universe. You're being offered a very, very beautiful gift. A very beautiful gift. I'm also going to pull a romance angel card for you, and then we'll get into the Isis reading. Scorpio, July 2017. Wedding. This situation involves marriage. And what I feel like when I hold this card is that your romance life or your romantic life is actually ascending to like a higher commitment. I also feel as well that it's like inner union, the masculine and the feminine becoming more balanced. For some of you, it might actually mean a physical wedding, but I definitely feel like a union, a sacred union from within. I'm feeling like I actually want to pull another one for you on that too. I don't usually do that, but separation. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. So that kind of might only be for a few of you, but that could kind of come into this as well, play into this. So, all right, I'm going to go ahead and pull an Isis card. And it's from the Alana Fairchild Isis Oracle deck. I received it about, 3 or 4 weeks ago. I really love the messages in this deck. And this is from the same lady who does the Rumi Oracle cards, which everybody seems to really love on YouTube. So I thought just for fun, just for the month of July, I would pull one for every single astrological sign. So I'm going to pull one for you, Scorpio. These do take about 2 or 3 minutes to read through, so if you don't want to listen to it, you don't have to. I encourage you to because the messages are very beautiful. And if you do choose to read it, or if you do choose to listen to it while I read it, I'm going to encourage you to just get quiet, maybe lay down, put your headphones on. Just do whatever you need to do to get yourself into a nice receptive mode. Because again, the messages on these cards are very beautiful and they just kind of tend to encompass everything that came out in the reading. Okay, and for you, Scorpio, I pulled Divine Sisterhood, Community of the Spiritual Sisters and Brothers of the Light. So I'm going to go ahead and read that for you from the guidebook. It says, letting the divine feminine nourish you now into new relationships, collaborations, community, and friendships is very wise. There are many souls with whom you have spiritual contracts decided upon before you were born who wish to help you. Ooh, that helpful person card. And whom you can help as well. As you grow together in peace and light and wisdom, your light has value on its own, of course, but it is also of deep service when it is visible to others, lighting the way. You are guided to allow the beloved Isis to help you now through the community. There can be a strength in numbers. Community can help you gain the added power of group effort to rise above the old patterns and lift each other into new patterns that are so much more real and beautiful. In unity with the divine and each other, we grow and we become capable of such wonders. Mother Isis says that there is so much light awakening within our planet, and so much spiritual light gifted to Earth from celestial beings at this time, that it makes sense to build a large enough container to receive it. Groups that are willing to learn and connect at heart level, honoring each other as divine beings, can become capable of calling in and receiving tremendous forces of light in service to humanity and on the earth. If you had enough electricity to power a city, you wouldn't try to fit it into one house. Likewise, with all this spiritual electricity becoming available on the earth, groups are needed to help it to circulate and flow. You are wise and grounded enough within yourself not to lose yourself in the group, and instead to help a group become a community in honoring individuals. Your leadership by example is important, as groups can sometimes descend to lower energetic vibrations if the members fall into their egos rather than staying in their hearts. Yet, if the members can stay in their hearts, the group can lift each other up rather than pull each other down. The oracle of the divine sisterhood is based on the love between the goddess of ancient Egypt, Hathor, Isis, Bastet, and Sekhmet, and more. They are often pictured with symbols and headdresses and share some iconic imagery that helps us realize that although they are divine individual beings, they are connected as unique expressions of something greater. If you accept all of this but still cannot find your spiritual home here and have been wondering where your community is, you are not alone. They are looking for you too. Say yes to opportunities to meet more like-minded people and let Isis guide you through circumstances, opportunities, and spontaneous moments as you and your beloved sisters and brothers find each other and support each other for the group benefit. It really encompasses yoga, possibly, doesn't it? This is also guidance that you are moving into empowerment of your own divine feminine and are capable of helping others enter into theirs as well. The role of the divine sisterhood is about empowering all, not one above the other, and growing in wisdom through listening and sharing, though allowing for the uniqueness of all beings and encouraging all to grow from a win-win perspective. If you are in a community but you are finding that the group's ego is becoming more powerful than the group's soul, and the energy of the community is pulling you down rather than lifting you up, then this oracle says to trust the divine feminine to lead you onwards. Give your best in the most truthful expression and effort. But if this community is not a vibration that can work for you, then move on without judgment or fear. Just move on and trust the law of magnetism will attract yourself into a community that has the best vibration for you. If you have found that the guidance to build community is yourself and are feeling a little overwhelmed at the thought, stay calm and stay in your heart. Allow yourself to collaborate with others and work in smaller groups in connection with each other as a way to build the community together. It will all happen naturally. The divine sisterhood will guide you if you ask for their assistance with unconditional love.